Imagine standing at the edge of a vast riverbank at dawn, mist curling off the water, everything silent but for the soft ripple against stone. Lao Tzu whispers across 2,500 years, inviting you to step off the frantic path and into the flow of the Tao, the mysterious way that underpins the universe. What if the secret to a balanced life is not control or conquest, but a gentle yielding? But what exactly is this Tao, and how does it shape everything from rivers to rulers? Let's dive in. In a world obsessed with strength and pushing forward, Tao Te Ching flips the script. Lao Tzu shows us that softness often outlasts hardness, but what does yielding actually mean, and why is it so radically powerful? Lao Tzu points to water, a humble force that carves canyons, shapes mountains, and never fights. In ancient China, farmers saw how rivers flood, then recede, nourishing life without aggression. It's a lesson in persistence clothed in gentleness, an invisible power that wears down the toughest rocks without snapping. Think of softness like a bow bending without breaking. When you resist wind rigidly, you snap. When you sway, you survive. The Tao teaches that yielding is not weakness, but a strategic surrender. By flowing around obstacles rather than crashing into them, you conserve energy and eventually overcome what seemed impossible. When you stop battling every little hardship, doors open you never expected. Lao Tzu warns that controlling everything tightens life into stress and strain. Instead, letting life lead often brings solutions naturally, like a sail catching the right wind without forcing the journey. The payoff: peace, resilience, and surprising momentum. Leadership usually screams command and control. Lao Tzu hands us a paradox: the best rulers serve by stepping back. But what does leading by not leading look like in practice, and why does it work better? The ancient sage says the best leader is like the North Star, quiet, fixed, guiding without announcing. In ancient China, rulers who imposed heavy-handed laws faced rebellion, while those who governed with humility saw peace. Derek Lin's notes reveal that true leadership works behind the scenes, guiding softly like roots nourishing a tree unseen. Picture leadership as being the valley, not the mountain. The valley supports rivers and fields, giving life without demanding credit. This service-first mindset transforms power into empathy and trust. When leaders focus on serving their people rather than wielding authority, followership grows deeply rooted and sustainable. Lao Tzu teaches to empty your cup, release ego and preconceived notions. When your mind is open and humble, you absorb the Tao's wisdom naturally. This emptiness becomes a fertile ground for creativity and connection. The surprise: the less you try to control, the more the world aligns with your vision. Ever feel overwhelmed by complexity and noise? Lao Tzu invites a radical return: simplicity. But simplicity isn't just less, it's a powerful way to unlock freedom. How does shedding clutter reveal the core of life? Lao Tzu warns that chasing excessive wealth or status only buries us under confusion and stress. He paints a vivid picture of the sage who lives with bare essentials, focused completely on the present moment. Derek Lin relates stories from classic Taoist hermits who found clarity and peace by uncluttering their lives, literally and mentally. Think of desire as a veil thickening your view. The Tao shows that craving pulls you away from natural contentment, trapping you in endless pursuit. Removing desire is like wiping fog off glass. You suddenly see the vibrant world around you in sharp detail, with gratitude replacing greed. The payoff: freedom from constant dissatisfaction. The Tao Te Ching says when you simplify, you become like a tree stripped of leaves but standing tall, rooted, adaptable, alive to the cycles of life. It's a surprising reversal: by having less, you gain everything worth having. Remember that misty riverbank where we started? Lao Tzu's Tao isn't somewhere else, it's right here in the gentle flow of life in your choices. The greatest power isn't forcing change, but yielding to what is, leading by serving and simplifying until clarity shines. So today, try this. Notice one moment where you resist or control, then relax into it. Watch how the Tao quietly rewrites that story. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.